Hello and welcome to your in-depth horoscope forecast for week commencing the 21st of October for the Sun or the Ascendant. If you've yet to subscribe to my channel, I'd be honoured if you did so now. Please click or tap on the bell notification symbol. This week begins with the Sun and Mars in the sign of Libra, whereas Venus and Mercury have moved into the deeper, more passionate vibe of Scorpio. But as this week begins, there is a quarter moon. This is where the Sun and the Moon are at right angles. In the sky, it looks like a half moon. And this one in Cancer is obviously about feeling, whereas the Sun in Libra is about air, it's about communication. So there is a possibility that someone around us this week could be a bit more sensitive and not quite tune in to how we see things, and perhaps particularly around a relationship. But Mars is also clashing from Monday through to Friday with the North Node, which is also in Cancer. And the North Node reverses, it's in an inverted direction, but that's squaring with Mars. And with the North Node being itself very emotional, I think it's going to be important to try to contain any frustration this week if things don't go quite to plan. And yet, ironically, at the heart of this week, Venus forges the planet of relating, a fantastic angle to Saturn and then with Pluto. So where relationships are going well and are rooted in reality and constructive dialogue, there's give and take, and there's a desire to help out in a practical way, then things can go forwards really well. The Sun also moves on Wednesday, early evening BST time, into the sign of Scorpio, joining up with Venus and Mercury. So this brings a more passionate dimension to play. But by the end of this week, on Saturday and Sunday, the Sun is in opposition with Uranus, and that can create some unexpected surprises. It's possible that we could find ourselves pulled towards a particular item that we really crave to buy, or maybe it's an individual whose mesmeric energy can suddenly hit on us and really make our pulse race quicker. So it's definitely going to be a very interesting week, but balancing those emotions with how we interact with others is going to be at the root of how we manage it. Your specific forecast, Gemini, shows that there may be something that you could really yearn for this week. It could be a material thing, it could just be having a really nice meal. And if you can afford it, why not? But if you feel your desire to have something or to take a little bit of a chance on something is driven by some kind of lacking, try to desist. It's possible that the quarter moon and also Mars's clash with the North Node is stirring up quite a lot of energy about your sense of self-worth. And by splashing out could give you some kind of immediate fix, but whether this would be a lasting one is another matter. Also avoid grand gestures if there is someone new that you're getting to know romantically. But do you know, Venus, the planet of relating, does actually make two superb angles this week. And if you can focus on the more practical strands of life, work, money, diet, health and fitness, you can actually end this week feeling really quite pleased with yourself, because it may be the input of someone you're fond of or some kind of cooperation where you can both work together and both gain jointly from your combined efforts and energies. However, midweek, the Sun does change signs and moves into Scorpio, which for you is very much about those nitty-gritty issues. These may not be the most exciting elements of life, but they are very necessary, so being that much more ordered and efficient in all you do is really what the stars are asking of you. But Mars does retain its place in a very traumatic zone, and in the last half of this week it does clash with Saturn. So it's not the best of times in the second half of this week to take any chances with your financial resources. Do be cautious first and foremost. However, as the week draws to a close, the Sun does go into an opposition with Uranus. This could lead to you having something of a different view of a situation which up until now you may have just accepted was the norm. In fact, the more innovative you can be or open-minded, or the more you can embrace past skills and talents but recast them in a new way, the better you can do as this week draws to a close. Thank you so much for joining me. If you'd like to order your year 2020 personal horoscope forecast based on your time, date and place of birth, you can get the rest of this year free, as well as all of 2020, and get 30% off. Please see the link beneath this video. But for now, good luck and goodbye.